In today's video, we are checking out a mod that lets you play entirely as a dragon, with tons of customization, different abilities, and even a whole life cycle. And this is easily one of the most impressive mods I've ever seen. So let's just jump straight into it. So you might have already guessed that today we're talking about dragons. And I'm not talking about the ones that you can find in the wild, the ones you can tame, or even the ones that you can fight against. Because the mod that I'm showcasing today, we literally play as the dragons themselves. But before getting too carried away and just flying around everywhere, let me just show you how this starts. So in starting a new world, you'll be presented with a menu that looks like this, where you'll have the option between 3 different dragons and a human, but nobody wants that. So going over the 3 main dragons here, we've got the first one, which is a cave dragon. You can see little previews on either side of the screen there. And you'll see right here, we've got a little bit of information about it. So cave dragons are the spawn of fire. If the card itself didn't give that away. We've got the forest dragons right here, the green ones in the middle slot. And there you go, you can see they do look a little bit different there. And there's even some information about these, like their weaknesses or their diet, anything like that. Pretty much anything you'd need to know to become a dragon. And lastly, right here, we have probably one of the coolest in my opinion, which is the sea dragons right here. And just by looking at that picture there, you could probably already tell what its main attack is going to be. As soon as we click this is literally like another game. I mean, the customization with this, I mean, it's basically endless. Like, you can basically customize these to anything you'd want. You've got all the different horns. You can even zoom in, the claws at the bottom. You can even change the teeth right there as well. Or if you're unsure about what you want, you can just click the randomize button right there and you'll get something pretty damn unique, I would say. Let's go with this one right here. So you can basically have a different look every single time, or you can have them progressing until they look like your desired dragon. And there we go. Now we're a little baby dragon right here. And since you are a little tiny dragon, you're going to need to eat something. So I'm going to open this barrel, and these are basically dragon hearts right here, which is basically just like the cheat code to grow quicker. So if I grab all 3 of these, you'll be able to see that we have a little icon at the bottom of our screen there. And when we do actually eat these, you'll see that we do start to grow really slowly. And there we go. As soon as you grow to like another stage, all the customizations and stuff that you did for the second level is actually going to show up. I mean, thinking about it now, the dragon that I picked literally just looks like a triceratops, but we'll go with it. And now that all the growth stuff is actually out the way, we can get down to the abilities, which you've probably been seeing at the bottom right of the screen there. I will say as well that these are basically like beginner abilities because you can upgrade them later on. But regardless, let me show you what they do. The first one here, we've got like a flamethrower, as you would expect from a flame dragon right here, which just as you would expect, basically sets everything on fire nearby. We have a fireball as well, which is our second ability right here. Just launches that right in. Boom, just like that. A little bit of explosive damage, nothing too crazy. The third ability that we get here is actually almost acts like an instant furnace. So any blocks that are like ores or anything that we want to just make quickly, we can just use this ability to smelt pretty much everything in sight. And our last ability, we can't actually do it while we're flying, so this is right here. We have like a glowing orb right there. And as you probably saw, we just ate that like energy ball right there. But that actually gives us lava vision as well. So if you wanted to actually grind up a couple of levels and get a few more abilities, this is the actual abilities page right here. So as you can see, there's quite a few to unlock here. And as far as I know, these abilities will actually unlock via like XP levels, I think. I could be wrong. So this one right here that we can unlock, it gives you and your allies additional armor points. So there's actually a decent amount of abilities and different buffs and stuff that you can unlock via this. But with this mod, there is so much more stuff that we haven't even looked at yet. Like for example, like being able to equip dragon armor, which looks pretty damn sweet, which matching it up with the colors of this dragon do look pretty damn cool, I can't lie. We also have an entire list of emotes that literally range from pretty much anything you can think of, like sounds, we can growl, we can lay down whenever we want to, just like this. We can flap our wings. We can go swimming. We can even rock on our back right here. And you can even just spin in place if you really wanted to. Like overall, this mod really reminds me of that dinosaur game, The Isle, where you basically like have to grow and you get different abilities. It's honestly really similar to how that game works. And if you had a bunch of people playing this, like a group of friends just all together playing this as dragons, I mean, there's bound to be some insane battles that happen. So let me quickly show you one of the sea dragons here. And we'll just keep our sea dragon stock just like this. And I forgot to mention as well that regardless of what sort of like size group you're in, you're still completely able to fly. And like the animations of this is just so cool looking. I love it. It really does remind me of the How to Train Your Dragon mod with all like the different parts moving just like that. It looks really, really natural. So as you can see right here, we are fully grown despite the little wings that were just part of the randomizer. And the reason I wanted to show you guys the water dragons is because the swimming animation itself is just so sick. Like look at this. Like, wow. Look at that. That is so sick. It's basically like flying but underwater. And obviously, because you're a sea dragon, you do have the perk of being a bit quicker underwater. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't think there's another mod that has this much customization available. So let's quickly see what these water dragons are capable of against the lone polar bear over here. First one we got right here. So we actually are basically electric water dragons, which is definitely something. And he's even getting hurt after the fact. Like, he's still hurting. I feel kind of bad now. Okay, let's just walk away from that. We have the sort of like shock ball right here. There you go. And as you saw, that actually went past them, but any of... Oh. and then it explodes. So basically, I'm pretty sure the way that this one works is that as soon as you let it go, anything that it passes over, it will actually electrocute, as you saw with those polar bears right there. So if I try it with the squid and just sort of shoot it past him, there you go. You can see that the squid is also taking damage right there. So that's pretty damn good if there was like a group of enemies or a group of enemy dragons or something like that to fight. Just being able to swim as a dragon like this, as fluid as it is just so cool to me. Like, it just looks amazing. I can't get over it. I can't get over how cool this swimming animation is. It's really cool. And then we just pop out and go looking for something to eat. So before I show you guys the last type of dragon, let me show you some of the enemies that you might come across, which actually all take the shape of different hunters right here, as you can see. Starting off right here, we have the hunter hound, which is like almost like a rabid dog right there. As you can see, he's got like the spikes on his back. We can't even tame these guys. Like, I'm just spamming them with the bone and nothing's happening. Yeah, these guys don't look too friendly. Next we have the hunter spearman right here. Look at this villager. He's absolutely decked out. And again, you can't actually interact with these guys at all. Just look at that spear right there. That's iron as well. That is pretty deadly. We have the knight right here as well, which is like a serious upgrade from the spear guy. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at the helmet. He's even still got the villager nose as well, but just in armor. Even got the hunting dragon flag right there as well, and a seriously deadly looking mace right there. I really like the designs of these guys because it doesn't sort of step too far outside of vanilla. Let's see how much more tankier these guys can get. Up next we have the ambusher. Oh, that is so cool. These guys are currently in the #1 spot. Look at that. He's got like his own hawk sitting there. He's got his crossbow ready to go. He's got the spare arrows right there. This guy is currently #1 for being the coolest. We have the hunter griffin right here. Oh wait, it's actually a griffin. My bad. Okay, it wasn't a hawk. It's actually just like one of these, like a little griffin. Yeah, it's actually just a griffin. I thought it was a hawk, but it's not. It's actually a griffin. And then finally, we have the hunter leader right here, who's honestly a bit of a downgrade. Compared to this guy right here, bit of a downgrade, but he does have some crazy eyebrows, so maybe that's why he's the leader. And he's got like a little scroll right there that he's like writing stuff down on, probably coordinates to your dragon base. So you know, just watch out for these guys in the wild, because yeah, they look like they're well equipped to take dragons down. You also get these little mini dungeons right here as well, which as you can see, there's like a giant statue of like a dragon right there on his back. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it acts the same way as like the trial chambers. And there's actually quite a few different dungeon types and different sort of like spots that you can find. So I'll leave that up to you guys. And finally right here, we do have the forest dragons. So we'll just keep that stock again, and there we go. And I'll probably say that the forest dragons right here do come in close second to the fire one. We even get the orange spikes as well when we're fully grown as this guy. And like I said, these are just like the stock sort of like default looks for them. So you can completely customize these the way you want. Let's see what abilities we got here. Oh, it's like purple. Look at that. And if you're wondering what it looks like when you carry items, it basically just floats next to you, so. But I guess if you kind of look the way that the steak is right there and start eating, it looks pretty damn legit. Oh my god, we just fire arrows. Wait, what? Oh my god, we just fire arrows. That is ridiculous. Looking at them now, they're not even arrows. I don't know what the hell that is. It's a sharp dart. That's what it's called. It's just a spike. But like I've been saying pretty much this whole video, there's so much with this mod. I've barely even scratched the surface with it. But if you do like dragons and you want to switch up the regular gameplay of, you know, playing as a human, this mod is definitely worth a try. And I'm pretty sure that you can play this multiplayer where people actually play as humans. So if you wanted to just be like Smaug or something, you definitely could. I honestly don't know how I never found this mod, considering that I was looking for dragons and stuff before, and this one just completely like dodged it. So I'm super glad that I actually found it and I'm able to make a video on this, because it is just so fun to mess around with. But that is going to cut it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I've definitely been messing around with it a ton. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and there's a cloud in the way. Be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know which dragon type you'd be, or if you'd just be a plain old human. Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.